everybody. Okay, I think you finished your tutorial momentum already, is it? So today I want to give you the answer and also do the discussion about the tutorial 2.5. Okay, come, let's see, take out the paper. The paper I call you to print out. That one is the tutorial momentum 2.5. Okay, now we're going to see the answer here. Okay, for the question that got calculation, I will show you the answer. I will show you the calculation how to do it. Okay, after that the question just concept, so better you can refer my lesson, that means you're sure you know how to answer the question. Okay, now we see the question 1. Okay, question 1 is the SI unit for the momentum. So everybody know momentum formula is what? P equal M multiplied with the V. So the SI unit sure is a kg, ms -1. So the answer is C. Okay, number 2. Number 2 is a calculation question. Okay, let's see the question first. Okay, they say based on the diagram. Okay, I'll show you the question. Okay, this one. Can you see the two balls before and after? Before is a separate, after also separate. So this one we know there's a elastic collision. Okay, now we're going to see the diagram. The first one, the ball is 3 kilograms. Okay, they move to right hand side with 5 ms -1. Okay, another one also move to right hand side, 1 kg with the mass, with the velocity 1 ms -1. Okay, the second one, okay, better we draw. The first one, 3 kg. Okay, move to the right hand side, there's a 5. Okay, another one, 1 kg. This one they move to also to the right hand side, 1 ms -1. Okay, this one's a before collision. After collision, they also separate. So the big one, 3 kg one, they move to the right hand side with the V. Okay, another one, the small one, 1 kilogram. Okay, this one they go to the also right hand side, 7 ms -1. So this one is a elastic collision. So we just apply the formula. So M1, there's a 3 multiplied with the 5. Okay, plus, because same direction, 1 plus 1 become 1. Then equal 3V. Okay, 3 mass. After that, V is a velocity 1. Then plus 7. Okay, so we find the answer for the V. So from here, the answer we get it. V equal 3. So question number 2, the answer also C. Okay, so I write here. Okay, this one's the answer C. Another one also answer C. Okay, then we try the question number 3. Number 3 also is one of the calculation. Okay, a bullet of the mass 10 kg. So we can draw lah. Okay, let me cancel this one number first. We draw first. Okay, number 3, they say a bullet with the mass 10 grams is fired from the gun. So before fire, we know they must stick together. So this one is a gun. Okay, sorry, I don't know how to draw. So the bullet is inside. So this one is before collision. So after collision, the bullet will come out. The bullet will come out. Okay. After that, they say the bullet is a 10 gram. 10 gram. After that, they fire with the from the gun. The mass is a 490. Okay, both also using gram. Okay, now the bullet leave the gun with the speed. Okay, this one the V is 120. Okay, now the final, they ask what is the initial speed of the recoil of the gun. So that means finally the gun will be recoil. Recoil means push to the backwards. So they ask you this one V is how many? So we take this only one. Okay, so from here this one is what collision. This one we call it explosion. This one is an explosion momentum. So from here explosion we know before that there's a 0. So we put 0. Okay, after that the bullet they will move with the 10 gram. Okay, when both also using gram, so final answer I want to find is a velocity. So they're not related with the mass. So we no need to change. If the question one give you gram, another one give you kg, so you need to change. Okay, now the question velocity, there's still ms -1. So another one, sure later they come out also ms -1. The mass is totally not related with this formula because later we need to divide. So from here, the first one is 10 gram. Okay, after that is 120 plus M1V1, this one is M2V2, M1V1. So it's 490 V1. So we find the answer V1. V1 sure got negative, yes or no? But now the question they say recoil. Recoil the meaning already bring there's a negative. So that means later we answer, we no need to put negative because the question already give you the word recoil. Same like the meaning of deceleration. When they say deceleration, that means we no need to put negative. We straightforward put the answer. Okay, now the question we get it, V1. The answer actually is a negative 2.4. Okay, actually it's a 2.4. Okay, because of the recoil, so we no need to put the negative. We straightforward to write the answer is 2.4 ms negative 1. So the answer for number 3. Okay, for the number 3, the answer is A. Okay, so this one is a 3 answer. We do it. Okay, now we need to try this question number 4. Ticker tag. Okay, I show the answer, question. Okay, this one is a ticker tag. Okay, then I clear the board first, then we continue with the question number 4. Okay, number 4, I need to draw the ticker tag. Okay, first part. Okay, after that, then draw dotted. Okay, here is the 10 cm. Okay, after that, between the dotted, center got 1 dot. This one is during the collision. Then after that, this part is until here, there's a 4 cm. Okay, so we need to count. The first part, 10 cm inside got how many ticks? Okay, here they draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they got 6 dots. Okay, so from here we got 5 ticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 ticks. Okay, here also got 5 ticks. Okay, so from here they show you before collision, after collision. So that means this one is before collision, this one is after. Okay, now you're going to see the information from the question. The diagram below they show about the ticker tag. Ticker tag produced in a non-elastic collision. Non-elastic means what? Inelastic. That means they will stick together. So from here, between the trolley A, trolley P, which is moving, and trolley Q is stationary. Means starting is trolley P moving. Then after that, the trolley Q is stationary. Then after hit, both will stick together and move with the common velocity. So from here, the question, the frequency of the ticker timer U is a 50 Hz. They tell you there's a 50 Hz, mean 50 Hz, 1 tick should be 0.02 seconds. Okay, so this one is what we need to know for the ticker tag. Okay, after that they told you the mass of the trolley P is 2 kilograms. 2 kilograms. Okay, and calculate the mass of the trolley Q. We do know the mass. Okay, from this one tag, what we know it? Okay, we know before collision, the velocity. How to find velocity? We take the 10 cm over the time taken. Okay, during collision, we don't need to see one because we just want to know the velocity is before and after. So this one is after collision. So after collision, we just got one velocity here. Because they just got one bar here. One bar means one velocity. One velocity is what situation they got one velocity. The situation is inelastic. They're just inelastic means two objects stick together and move together. So that means they just got one velocity. So this one is an inelastic collision. So we need to apply the formula for inelastic. Before we go to apply, we need to find velocity. Okay, because the question now is find mass. So from here we find the V1 first. Okay, so from here the P1, U1. Okay, then you need to know the U2. Okay, after collision, you need to know V1. Okay, we don't have any V2. Straightforward, both together sharing common velocity. Okay, sharing common velocity. Okay, now we find out the first one. Okay, first one, just got one trolley moving because they say Q is a stationary. So this one U2 equal to 0 already. Okay, now we find the P lah. P just moving. So initial velocity for the P is how many? 10 cm over 5 ticks. 5 ticks means times 5, 0.1. So I get it the answer, 10 over 0.1, that's 100. 100 cm S negative 1. Okay, so this one is what I find it. Okay, now I go to the final. Final also just one velocity, that's a common velocity. So we find the formula, there's a V equal, okay, 4 cm. Also over 0.1 because we got 5 ticks. So the answer is 40 cm S negative 1. Okay, so I find the velocity. Now I can apply my formula. So my formula is M1 U1. M1 is P, 2 kg. So 2 kg multiplied with the V1, U1. U1 or not V1, V1 is the final. So U1 is how many? U1 is 100. Okay, plus 0. Because the Q, trolley Q is never moving. Okay, final, they stick together. Stick together although the Q is never moving, but you need to plus the mass, is it? Now the question, we do know the mass. M2 we do know. So we need to write it. M1 is how many? 2 kg plus M2. Because M2 we do know. Then the final velocity is how many? 40. Okay, so from this one, the equation, you can find out what is M2. So you do your calculation, 200 minus 40 is 160. 160 over by 2. The answer is 80 cm, 80 kg. 80 kg is it? Sorry. We find out what's the problem first. Okay, we do the calculation one by one. 2 kg plus M2. Sorry, this one is a plus, so I need to divide. Sorry, So from here I need to clear again. So this all is information. Then I need to do the calculation. 200 is over 40 because this one is multiply it. So over 40. Okay. After over 40 we get 1. 20 divided by 4 we get 5. Okay. So we get 5. So 5 equal 2 plus M2. So understand the M2 is 5 minus 2, that's a 3. Okay, so this one is a 4. The answer is E, elephant. Okay, so this one's one of the question. They're using the formula also, but they want to find the mass. Okay, number 5 also is a calculation. Okay, we see the number 5 first. A boy with the mass is 50 kilograms is running with the velocity 6. Jump onto a stationary trolley. So that means the first station is the boy is moving. Okay, the trolley is never moved. Okay, after that they move together. Can you see the keyword? They move together. Move together means they are stick together. Okay, along the boy original direction. So the boy is moved to right side. When you jump on the trolley, then they move same direction. Then after that, what is the velocity of the trolley and the boy? So that means now trolley and also the boy, the velocity should be the same because you are moved together. So this one is what collision. So now you can tell me this one collision is a inelastic collision because they stick together. The trolley, okay, the mass is 25 kilograms. Okay, after that they say this one initial velocity is 6. This one initial velocity is 0 because they never move. Okay, after collision they stick together because they all move together with the trolley. Okay, then they say final velocity is how many? V final. So they ask the V final, or you can say the V velocity common is how many? So from here we apply the formula for the inelastic collision. So the first one is 50 multiplied with 6. Okay, plus stationary, so there's a 0. Okay, after collision, they stick together, means the mass become plus together. 50 plus 25. Okay, move with final velocity. So from here, when you do the calculation, you get it, the answer should be V equal to the 4 and S negative 1. Okay, so this one is the answer for question 5. Okay, the answer should be donkey. Okay, the answer for question 5. Okay, question 5. Question 5 is donkey. Okay, then we go to the number 6. Number 6 is no calculation, they just concept. So we see the diagram. Okay, the diagram is first one, they separate. After collision, they stick together. Also inelastic. So now the question asks, which one following should be correct? Okay, first one, trolley A, momentum. Increase. Trolley A is increased. They say the correct about the momentum after collision. Never say before, they say after, when they stick together. Trolley A, the momentum become increased. Trolley B also increase. Yes or no? Okay. Before that, you see the trolley B is never moved. Trolley B is no moving. This one moving. So after collision, they say the trolley A become increased. Trolley A is cannot become increased because you stick together. When you stick together, means the mass increase. So you should become slow down. You cannot become increased. Okay, trolley B you can say increase because the first one they never move. Okay, after the stick they got move. Okay, you can say the velocity for the trolley B is increased, is correct. But the A sure decreases. Okay, now we're going to see the question, the answer B. Okay, one increase, one decreases. So also wrong. Trolley A cannot increase. So the answer should be C. Decreases, increases. Donkey also is wrong. You cannot say no change. No change means the momentum before, after no changes. How come the trolley B no changes? Trolley B first one is never move, after got move, sure got changes. Okay, so from here the answer should be C. Okay, number 6, the answer is C. Okay, number 7, the same like the first note I show you, the fireman. Okay, so from here they say the several of the firemen, they are needed to hold the hose when the water start to spray. So the reason is what? They want to reduce the larger recoil effect. So 7 is donkey. Okay, number 8. Number 8 is a calculation question. Okay, we see the diagram again. They got pile driver. They got foundation for the pile. This one where we do it, building. Okay, when you build the house, they want to punch the pile driver, using the pile driver to punch the foundation, pile go downwards. After that, the baru can be built the house. So that means your house become more stable because of pile at the bottom that can support your house. Okay, so from here, this one, the pile driver must be very, very high mass. That's why they can hit until the foundation pile can be go down. Okay, so how you produce a bigger force? You must let the object, there's a pile driver, at the high level. When the high level you just drop, that means the velocity increase. Velocity increase means the momentum become high. After that, they hit the foundation, then the foundation can go downwards and downwards, increasing the depth. Okay, then now we're going to see what the question they want. A figure, they show the pile driver velocity of 20. Okay, so we draw about the diagram. Okay, the diagram, there's a pile driver as a top. There's 150 kilograms. Then the foundation. Okay, foundation just like a nail. There is a 550 kilogram. Okay, so from here they give you the info is the pile driver moving. Okay, pile driver start to move. Initial velocity is 20 ms -1. Okay, driving the foundation pile into the ground. The pile driver and the foundation pile will move together after hitting. So from this one question, we understood first citation, the foundation pile will move or not. The foundation pile when starting they never move. The pile driver start to move. The pile driver when they hit to the foundation pile, after that the two objects will stick together and move downwards. So this one citation also is a inelastic. So inelastic. So from here we're going to see the question what they want. Okay, determine the velocity of the foundation pile immediately after being hit by the pile driver. Okay, velocity of the. Okay, we see the question first. Okay, they move together after hitting. Okay, then after that determine the velocity of the foundation pile. So when they hit together, they ask you what is the velocity of the foundation pile. Foundation pile means same like the pile driver velocity. Okay, because they stick together already. So either the question they ask you what is the velocity of the pile driver or what is the velocity of the foundation pile. Actually, it's the same thing. Because they stick together, the velocity should be the same. So we do the calculation. Okay, first one, M1 is 150. U1, 20. Okay, plus 0. Because the foundation never move. Okay, after that, they stick together. That means 150 must plug the 550. Okay, move together with the V. So from here, we apply the formula. You do the calculation. So we get it, the answer is, okay, this one will become 300. Is it 3000? Okay, 3000. Okay, after that, this one will become 50. This one will 700. Okay, this one will become 700 B. So from here, you take the 3000 over 700. So we get the answer. V is a 4.28 ms -1. Okay, so the answer should be C. Okay, for the question number 8. Okay. So the objective question we finished. Now we need to go is the structure question. Okay. So the structure question, we just got one question only. Okay, let's see. This was a long question. Same like the section B for SPM. That's a long question. Okay, now we're going to see the first question for the section B, question 9. Okay, I read the question first. Diagram 9.1, they show the stationary pistol on the smooth surface. Okay, that means 9.1, they show the pistol, there's a no moving. Okay, diagram 9.2, they show the pistol and the bullet after the pistol has been fired by the remote control. So that means the second diagram will moving. The bullet will go in front, then the pistol will recoil to backwards. So this one is the situation. Okay, so from here, the diagram they show here. This one is a diagram. Okay, so that one, the diagram, we can see what's the difference. Okay, the pistol recoil backward with the lower speed. Then the bullet move to in front is a higher speed. But this one we still is a momentum. So the momentum we're using what concept? The momentum we're using this explosion concept. Okay, remember what we learned for the explosion. Okay, now we're going to see how to do the calculation for the explosion question. Okay, first one, they ask what is mean by momentum. So everybody know momentum. Don't write formula. The question never ask about formula. They ask what means. So you need to give by words definition. So the answer for A, product of mass and velocity. So this one is the definition for the momentum. Okay, number 2. Number 2, you can see all together. All together means got so many things you want to ask. then you see the marks. There is a 5 marks. So we need to underline, okay, which part is the important part. Okay, can you see? I already show you the every important part. I label by 1, 2, 3, 4. So at least inside they got 5 points you need to answer. Okay, now we go to answer the question. Okay, number 1. Okay, number 1 you underline already, is it? Okay, number 1 they ask about total momentum of the pistol and the bullet in the diagram 1. So the question they just ask diagram 1. Diagram 2 later. So diagram 9.1 they ask you what's momentum for the diagram 9.1. Diagram 1 moving or not? 9.1 is no moving, is it stationary? So that means it's straightforward to answer. Okay, for this type of the question we can answer by point form. Okay, you don't need sentence by sentence so long. So later you also don't know what you write. So we answer by sentence, by point form. Okay, number 1. Okay, but when you answer by point form, you must full sentence. You cannot short form. So total momentum of pistol and bullet in diagram 9.1 is, okay, 0 kg and s negative 1. Okay, although you write 0, but you must put the unit. Okay, number 2, they say compare the total momentum using the two diagrams, 9.1 and 9.2. Compare the total momentum before and after the bullet is fired. So that means this one is the pistol. Okay, now the bullet come out already. So they ask you compare the diagram 9.2. What is the before and after? So before is how? Before just got one pistol, the bullet still inside. Compare the 9.1 and 9.2 momentum. Okay, so 9.1 just now we answered there's a 0. So what you think about the 9.2? 9.2 is already after collision. So remember the principle. Principle they're talking before. Total momentum before collision must equal total momentum after collision. So that means before is a 0. Final also must be 0. So now the question they ask you to compare. So to compare you cannot say 9.1 0, 9.2 also 0. This one not compare. This one is state. So we compare is 9.1 momentum must equal to the 9.2 momentum. Or you say the compare, both comparison must be the same. Both answer must be the same. This one we call comparison. Don't mention is what. Mention is what means state. Okay, remember? So we go to answer number 2. Okay, total momentum before and after is equal. Okay, total momentum before and after is equal. So this one we don't need to compare because both also is the same. Don't mention the number. Okay, then after that we go and see number 3. Number 3 they say about the compare the magnitude and direction of the momentum of the bullet and of pistol. Okay, here got 2 marks because they say compare the magnitude. Magnitude means value. 50 gram. The 50 is magnitude. And also the direction of the momentum of the bullet and pistol. So that means the magnitude. Okay, let's say momentum for the bullet 50 kg and s negative 1. So we go to right hand side, take this one is a positive. So what you think about the pistol? The pistol, the sure will recoil. Okay, when they recoil, sure this one is a negative part. So must be equal 0. Total momentum becomes 0. So this one must be negative 50 kg and s negative 1. When we plus together, so your answer is 0. Okay, so from here they want you to compare, okay, pistol and bullet magnitude, and also you need to compare pistol and bullet direction. Okay, momentum magnitude and momentum direction. So from here, your answer is magnitude is the same, 50-50. So that means the pistol momentum magnitude and bullet momentum magnitude momentum should be the same. But direction for the pistol and direction for the bullet should be opposite direction. Okay, so this one we do the comparison for the pistol and bullet after firing. Okay, now we go to number 3. In the diagram, okay, this one we got 2 marks. Okay, 1 mark is here, equal. The magnitude equal. The second mark is both move in opposite direction. Okay, so just now we do the comparison, first one. Then after that, okay, first one we write the total momentum, 1 marks. The second question we do the comparison, 9.1, 9.2. Okay, third is these 2. So third point we got 2 marks. Okay, now we go to number 4. Number 4, okay, number 5 already, because 1, 2, 3, 4. Last one for number 5. Number 5, they ask you, name the physics principle that can be applied to the motion of the bullet and the pistol. The question asks principle. The question never asks about concept. If the question asks concept, you still can write explosion. But this one citation, they are principle. So the principle, we just got 1. The principle is okay, this one is 3 and 4. Number 5. Principle of conservation of momentum. Okay, this one is a 5 marks. How you get it for the comparison question. This one we call comparison question. Okay, then we go number 3. Okay, the last one. Okay, they show you the diagram. There's a structure for the jet engine for the small jet plane. Okay, you can see here. Okay, this one is a jet engine. They show you, we don't have any notes here. Okay, they just show you the diagram. Then in the diagram, they got five parts they already labeled. Okay, we see what's the 5 part. Okay, first one there's a compression blade. In front is a compression blade. Okay, you can see the arrow. Arrow is let the air to go in. Okay, after that, the bottom is a fuel injector. Fuel injector. Okay, at the top is a combustion chamber. Okay, remember combustion chamber they use for burning. Okay, number 4 they got turbine blade. The turbine blade is a backwards one. The backward is let the hot gas to come up. So that means the blade must be very strong lah. Okay, last is a nozzle. Before that I told you the nozzle, the sign is how. Because you want to create the gas come out faster. So this one is the 5 of the important structure in the diagram. So later you need to give the explanation. Okay, how you want to design these 5 structure. Okay, now we go and see the question what they ask you. You are required to give some suggestion to improve the design of the jet engine so that it can be used for the larger jet plane that can travel to the higher speed. After that, using the knowledge on the force and motion and also the properties of the material Explain the suggestion based on the aspect label on the diagram. Okay, so the question they want you to talking about this one, the jet you want modified because I want to create higher speed. So you want higher speed, sure you must create higher momentum. So that's why the speed can be increasing. Okay, after that they say you must using the knowledge for the force and motion and also the properties of material. Then you can talking about material, what you want to use for this situation, the material, what you want to use. Okay, so for the essay question, some reason we give it, we follow the situation. Because when you do more of the essay question, they know, okay, this situation, what explanation we need to put. Because they fix already for every different situation. So example, they say strong material. I want to using strong material. So the explanation sure is a last longer. Or you can say do not break easily. That one is one type of the explanation for strong material. Okay, then why I say strong material, why I never mention the material. Example, okay, iron. I using iron very strong. How you know the iron very strong? Aluminium also can, the steel also can. So we better don't mention what you want to use. You just say strong or soft, high or small. Okay, big or big and small, or high and low. Okay, don't mention how big, don't mention how small. Okay, don't say I want 2 cm, I want 3 cm. 2 cm and 3 cm, what's the difference? So better we don't put the number and don't put the material unless the question give you. So now we're going to try how to solve this question. Okay, before you want to solve, okay, when you see the question, there's a 10 marks. This one we call it essay question. This essay question not same like your English one. You want to write the first sentence. Okay, first, second, other, more, finally, no. This one we also same like the point form, but easy only. We write by table form. Because table form, they easy, let the teacher to mark it. You also easy to get the marks because very clear. Okay, so I clean the board first, and then I show you. Okay, when to solve this one question, first step, we draw the table first. Okay, one part we label there's an aspect. Okay, another one should be explanation. Okay, then we go follow the label in the diagram. The first one they say compression blade. Compression blade is the in front part. In front part means they want the A to go in. Let the A to go in. So the blade, you turn, let the A faster suck in. So from here we normally ask about the blade. Okay, you want to more A to suck in. So how you design the blade? So normally we no need to think about design the shape. The shape I want square lah, I want triangle. No, we just a simple only. The fan, remember? How to produce the wind is more. Okay, the blade more, after that the wind to come out should be more, is it? So also same, compression blade, I need more number of the blade. Then reason is what? More air can be intact to the combustion chamber. Compressor also can. So important your reason is more air can come in when I increase the number of the blade. Okay, so the aspect now we write number of the compression blade increase. Okay, compression blade increase. So we just write, okay, increase number of compression blade. Don't mention how many, just increase enough. Okay, the reason is I want to increase air intake. Okay, for what? For combustion. You want to burn. So this one is the first point. So this one first point we can get 2 marks. One is the aspect mark, number 2 is the explanation. But make sure your explanation must be correct lah. Okay, the next one is talking about the fuel injector. Fuel injector, so normally we want to make it high speed, is it? High speed we were using more fuel. Okay, more fuel meant more combustion can be happen. So that we inject more gases. So from here, we also want to increase number of fuel injector. Okay, increase the number of the fuel injector. Increase number means you got three. Three of the number injectors mean at the same time the fuel can go in together. Okay, if the question asks about tank, the oil tank, okay, the fuel tank. So fuel tank must be bigger, lor. That means you can more fuel can be put in. So from here the question now they never ask about the tank, they ask about the fuel injector. So I need more number of the fuel injector. So the reason is more fuel to be burned, and also you produce a greater thrust. Thrust means forward force, we call thrust. Okay, now you get 4 marks already. Okay, so this one is a 2 point. So now we continue for the third point. Third point here, the label is a combustion chamber. Combustion chamber is a space let you to be burned, and also the kerosene for the fuel. So from here the combustion chamber, because using more fuel already, combustion chamber the size must be larger. Okay, so now we continue. Okay, for the number 3. So here is a combustion. Increase size of combustion chamber. Okay, we increase the size of the combustion chamber. Why? When they increase the size, that means they got more space. More space for the fuel and also the air to be burned. Okay, they create the small space for both things to burn. Okay, the next one, number 4, there's a turbine blade. Turbine blade is the last at the bottom one. So that one, the turbine blade, we do one more blade. More blade means you let the air to come out faster. We do one. More blade means in front one, you let the air come in more. Okay, now this blade we're talking about material. Okay, we're talking about the material. So the material, because at the bottom the hot gas to come out, the material must be very withstand the heat, is it? Okay, so from here you can say high withstand heat material also can. You also can say there's a strong material. Okay, remember I told you the strong. Okay, strong material, everything we can apply. Okay, no need to mention is what material, just strong than enough. So we mention here, using the strong material of turbine blade. Okay, why we using the strong material? The reason is the same. Last longer, or you say do not break easily. Okay, some they can answer able to withstand the high heat pressure. Because you got heat to come out, is it? Able to withstand high heat pressure. Okay, so this one is either one. If you cannot remember one, you can apply another one. Okay, now we go to the last one. The last one is a nozzle. So nozzle, you want to create high speed, so the size must be small. Diameter of the nozzle becomes smaller. So you can write decrease diameter of nozzle. Okay, why you want to decrease the diameter of the nozzle? Because you want to exhaust gas ejected at high speed. Okay, so you can write high velocity. Okay, if high velocity, you also can continue. High velocity after that can produce bigger backwards momentum. Okay, so this one is a essay question. Okay, that's a simple only. No need to write one paragraph by one paragraph. We just like table form. Easier for you, easier for the markers. You can see one by one. So total we got 5 points. 5 points got 5 explanation. So total is a 10 marks. Okay, so you can check your answer. Okay, please don't empty the paper. After that, copy my answer only. You must do yourself. When you do, then you know which part you are mistake. Then you know what you need to do, what you learn. Then you learn from the mistake. Okay, so everyone, so the tutorial for the momentum is finished. So the coming soon, I will go through the lesson. There's a 2.6. The 2.6, there is a force. Okay, so there's a force. So better, so now you complete this all thing, and the next lesson is coming soon. I will tell you when I will show you the video again. Then I will show you the website. Okay, so thank you for your watching. Okay, thank you. Good night, everyone.